Hello. In my last video, I discussed something about the engineering part of steps, about the height of a step, the breadth of a step, and the flights, the landing, everything. The purpose of that video is you should make the habit of climbing, and that all depends upon the construction of the steps. The purpose is you should enjoy climbing and you will see the benefit of climbing. In this video, we'll talk some of the benefits, especially a weight reduction, stair climbing, and weight reduction. I told in my last video that climbing stairs includes all types of exercise, at least the major four types: endurance, strengthening, flexibility, and balancing. Whatever type of exercise you do, what is done is some energy is consumed, some calorie is used, some food is burnt. So the purpose of exercise, the purpose of weight reduction is very simple. You eat more, you work less, you gain weight. Your eating and your work are balanced, you maintain weight. And when you eat less and work more, you lose weight. Whatever you eat, if you eat more, the extra things will be stored. For example, if you have more glucose in your blood, the glucose is converted into glycogen and is stored in two places. One is your liver glycogen. The other one is muscle glycogen. An interesting feature about this glycogen is in the liver you have around 100 grams of glycogen, and in the muscle you have about 500 grams of glycogen. The purpose is different and the quantity is also 5 times here in the muscle. When your blood glucose level comes down, you go for a hypoglycemia, less sugar. Only the glycogen which is there in the liver will be converted into glucose to raise the blood sugar, to maintain a blood sugar level. Even at that time, the muscle will not give the glycogen. All these 500 grams of glycogen will not be converted into blood glucose because there's a lack of enzyme. The muscle will not allow this. The muscle cannot, and the muscle will not give. Why it is stored? Because for all your movement, walking, climbing, jumping, jogging, everything, the muscles are involved. Their immediate source of energy is glucose, and that glucose comes from this 500 grams of glycogen. Imagine 500 grams is equal to 5 lakhs milligram. Your fasting sugar is around 100 milligram. Imagine 5 lakhs milligram means how much of glucose is stored as glycogen in the muscle. When all this reserved, stored, you exceed that limit, then that may be converted into fat even. So now what happens? Instead of storage, it gets deposited. Your fat gets deposited. Your fat surrounds your organs, the visceral fat. And the deposition in the blood vessel may cause all vascular problem, heart attack, stroke. So the concept is burn more food. And in what way? Climbing stairs helps in burning more food than walking. Their own weight becomes resistance for them, and they try to use this resistance to burn more calories. This has got a name: calisthenics. Calisthenics is nothing but making use of their own weight as a resistant, and they lift their own body, and using this their own body's weight they do exercise. That is called calisthenics. So I said about energy. Your body needs minimum of 1400 to 1500 calories per day. even if you don't do any work at rest, sedentary person. Because when you are not working, even during sleeping, your organs are working for you to maintain your life. So in that case, your organs needs energy, and for that you need at least 1500 calories. So whatever you eat, a part of that is utilized for this. Only this extra calories you eat or become a problem for you. Now we will see some of the mechanisms how the claim that climbing is better. When you walk, to move 1 kilogram of your body weight to a distance of 1 meter, zero point 0.5 calories are used in this movement. The same thing, to raise 1 kg of your body weight to a vertical height of 1 meter, you need at least 10 calories. If you calculate, this comes around 20 times more than the plain walking or walking on a ground. And this height of 3 feet, it is around 5 to 6 steps you are going up. Pushing an object 3 feet is different from lifting an object to a height of 3 feet. I think now you will understand. This is one thing. Second thing, when you climb down, you utilize 5 times more than a ground walking. So up and down both needs energy expenditure. When you walk down, you may feel as if you are going to fall. To prevent from that, the body muscles help. To slow down the climbing, this energy is used. That is also 5 times more than your ground walking. Then if you use your rails, using your hand, your arm, those muscles are also used when you use rails to support. Even that muscles, they utilize some energy. It may be insignificant, but it has got its own role. Well, how this energy is used? Why it is moved? When you walk in a ground, you lift only 4 inches or 3 inches above the ground level and you just walk. Here it is, if the stair height is 7 inches, then you are lifting your body 7 inches. That is one thing. Second thing, the pattern of climbing. You have two types of climbing. One is step by step and step over step. Step by step means aged people do like this. They climb like this. That is, they keep their left foot the first step and they lift the right leg and keep it in the same step. Now again they lift the left leg and go to the next step. That means for each step climbing, they keep both the legs in that step and one by one they climb. This is called step by step. Now, when they do this, they lift their body only 7 inches if the height of the stair is 7 inches. But step over step means you keep your left leg on the first step, and now the right leg, you lift it. You don't keep your right leg in the same foot where your left leg is, you go to the next step. So that means if you see the picture, you will understand. You are lifting the right leg 14 inches, that is 2 stairs. When you do like that, for a fraction of a second, you stand in one leg. When you lift the right leg, you stand on the left leg. In that time, the whole body weight is there with in that one leg. You may fall. You may lose your balance when you stand in that. Now, the muscles which help in balancing you, they also contract and relax to make you balanced. There also you spend some energy. So the whole body's weight is lifted 14 inches when you use a step over step. Then how do you lose energy? The muscles. The muscles you use for this climbing stairs, very large muscles, thick muscles, strong muscles, and bulky muscles. Your thigh muscles, front and back. They contract and relax, the agonist and antagonist muscles. So the big muscle alternate contraction relaxation, they utilize energy. Your calf muscles, when you lift your body, when you stand on one leg, you use your calf muscles more. Your calf muscle also gets exercised. Next, the very important muscle is the gluteus muscles, the buttock muscles. The bulk, the fat deposit on the in and around the gluteus maximus or gluteus muscles only. Those muscles also contract. So when all these muscles contract, all the powerful, strong, bulky muscles contract, this energy utilization is definitely more than on a ground walking. The 65 kilogram body weight person, when he climbs for 30 minutes, 180 to 220 calories are utilized. If a person weighs 95 kgs, he will utilize around 270 to 320 calories in 30 minutes walking. So what does that mean? The calories used is proportionate to your weight. More calories used, you lose more weight. So people who are having more weight, the chance of losing their weight is very high when you do a climbing than just a walking. If you want to burn more food and get more calories utilization, you can change the pattern of walking, fast walking. You can skip one step, alternate steps. What is the basis? What is the concept behind this losing weight, food, energy, calorie, and all? Simply, we can say the calorie deficit. This is a concept. A fancy word, but simple. You eat less and do more work. That's all. So, what is that calorie deficit? You eat food which is equal to 5,000 calories and you do work 6,000 calories work. So, 1,000 calories deficit. Where does this 1,000 calorie come? As I said, either stored food or deposited fat. You can lose. Based on this, we'll give a calculation. 1 kg of fat, when it is burnt, it yields 7,700 calories. If you want to lose 1 kg of weight in a week, 7 days, what you should do? Every day, you eat a food with a calorie deficit of 1,000 calories. In 7 days, you will have a calorie deficit of 7,000 calories. So on the day 8th or 9th, you would have lost 1 kg because you took a food with a calorie deficit of 1,000 calories per day. This is a concept of losing weight, and this losing of calories, it is more and easy when you climb stairs. You have equipments which mimic stairs. You can adjust the height of the stairs, and you can, and finally, so this is all about climbing stairs and losing weight. We will see in the next video probably the same topic, and we will discuss how stair climbing includes all types of this exercise: endurance, strength, flexibility, and balancing. Thank you.